I'm going to take off my, and I'm asking everybody out there, everybody, especially the content creators, I want you to take your regular hat off, okay? Regular hat. And I want you to put on your common sense cap. Okay. What I see is a bunch of chiefs that have spent little to no time being Indians. And they want to run and just go, 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 go. But there's an issue with that. There's a real big issue with that. For one, I always believe in leading by example. For one, if you really don't have a good working knowledge of whatever it is you're talking about, number one, don't come off and exude confidence, right? Leading is not misleading. Leading is not misinforming. Leading is not knowing what the hell you're talking about, but clicking record on a fucking camera so you can get another video on YouTube. It's not. A couple of videos that I did see earlier today. One of them from the Prepared Homestead. Travis. Boy, he's just cream of the crop, ain't he? Spent the good part of the video completely talking down, by the way, misjudged probably half of it, and completely talking down and fear-mongering up the events going on at Burning Man. Now the real reason is it's a trending topic, and so he wants to get some numbers on video so he gets a little income coming in. That's okay to whore with Babylon if it's getting money, right? It's okay. It's okay. But he's talking about how everybody there's whoring with Babylon. Oh, I'm not whoring with Babylon. Oh, no. No, but those people whoring with Babylon. Well, he don't quite have that accent, but, you know. So, you know, the crazy thing of it is, now not this year, but a couple of other years, I've known a few people, personally known a few people that's gone there. They're not woke freaks. They're big partiers. And yeah, they went there to party. That's that, but it's not... You don't have to be a woke freak to get in. It's not like, you know, you gotta be a woke freak. And in fact, a lot of people aren't woke freaks. A lot of people just want to go have fun, go to a party. In my younger days, I mean, I wouldn't go nowhere near it now. In my younger days, oh hell yeah, that'd been one hell of a road trip. You damn right. But was I an evil, Satan worshipping and woke person pushing this agenda? And no. No. But I enjoyed a good party. I enjoyed a good time. And that's what the majority of people there go for. Not some kind of satanic worship ritual, blah, blah, blah. But it's in the shape of a pentagram. Common sense hat. Put it on. Common sense hat. Let them people deal with their own demons. Why don't we deal with our own? Why don't we deal with our own? Because here's the thing that I see as a big issue. Now I'm gonna beat the hell out of that dead horse. He's just not dead enough yet. You know, there's a lot of different things in preparedness that we could talk about. We could talk about food, we could, long-term storage food, we could talk about bug-out bags, we could talk about knives, guns, you name it. There is a ton of things that we could talk about. Some of it is particularly for us in our situation. Some of your stuff is probably for you, your situation. That's just the way it is. One of my number one pieces of advice about bug out bags is don't pack your bug out bag after somebody else's. You know what I mean? You need to really take good stock and think about what you need in your situation, what you need in your bag. Why? Because there's a whole lot of situations in preparedness that are dependent, right? But there's some things that aren't. And in fact, there are some things that are universal. We all have to eat, right? Every last one of us. We have to eat, right? So you would think that that would be a communal concern, right? Because, and you even hear them talking about it, right? Ooh, and pointing at people and talking down about people that don't prep, that don't have but more than 3 days of food. Really running them into the ground. You know, somebody like Pinball Prepper claimed that they were liberals. Anything negative's got to be a liberal. Liberal. Another retard. It's ridiculous, folks. In the real world, and I tried teaching my kids this for what little good it did for what little amount of time I was there. I tried teaching my children that the world is not he who is the loudest wins. Now that might get you far, Kenneth. That might get you far. But it won't get you in an SHTF situation. It won't. And I'm speaking to all you content creators. I haven't seen a single one of you cover how the hell you are going to plant, harvest, and process enough food even for your group. And don't give me your bullshit tabletop flour grinder. Nah, bruh. For one, somebody's gonna be on that sumbitch full time. And number two, that sumbitch ain't gonna last very long, somebody on it full time. Common sense, Cap. Common sense, Cap. So how are we gonna do it? You're gonna go out there wheat one at a time, planting the wheat just one at a time? That ought to be fun. And I know you can take things like rye and stuff like that to harvest them and stuff like that, but then you gotta whatever you call the process. I'm not a farmer, folks. I'm not a farmer, but I know that we need to eat, and I know that the math doesn't add up. You cannot plant, harvest, and process enough food to survive by hand. You need technology. It blows my mind. It's the universal issue that every single one of us faces. There isn't a single one of us that don't face this problem. Not unless you've actually done something, and we still face the problem. I've just taken steps. You can take steps. It wasn't just me. I don't have a farm either, but believe me, there's enough farms and farmers involved, and we're good. You need to work on you. Wood gasification. FEMA wood gasifier. Real easy. Just look it up. Right? I constantly hear preppers, the content creators, not preppers. I don't want you guys to misunderstand when I'm speaking to content creators and you guys. The content creators, in a sense, they're leaders, right? They're in a leadership role, and they should take a certain amount of responsibility with it, and they don't. Not even a little bit. They really honestly don't. If you try to go to them with anything, first thing they do is shut you down. Everybody is just a dumb son of a bitch. And anybody that has anything to say, oh, well, they're just jealous. They're just jealous. What am I jealous about? Angry Prepper's big on that. Jealous. What am I? How the hell am I jealous of some dumbass that won't make it past the first few days? Why would I be jealous of that? You think you're YouTube stardom? No, I'm not retarded, bro. No. I'm very much a realist. I'm not retarded. Try it sometime. I mean, I know you worked your hard your whole life to be that way, but just, yeah, I don't know. Maybe try picking up a book or something. I swear. Now I'm going to bitch about one other, too, before we get to headlines. Because it's bullshit. And this is how you tell the difference between an influencer and a leader. Okay? First of all, I think we could all be in agreement if I said leaders lead by example. Right? In other words, don't sit there and film doing dumb shit to show everybody your dumb shit so they go and copy your dumb shit. Probably a good plan. So there was a cat today, and yeah, I'll name them because I think we need to out these people. Enough's enough. Come on. Asymmetrical preparedness. I guess Oops sent him a frickin' power box and some solar panels. I'm not saying that dude's not a nice guy. It's nothing about who he is personality-wise, as far as whether he's nice. But when I look at things in life, I don't ask myself whether I like it or whether I don't like it. I don't ask myself whether my friends will like it or they won't like it. I ask myself if it's right or wrong. That simple. Is it right or wrong? Dude makes a video on this box today. Actually brags about not reading the instructions on it, which is not something you should do with a device that can burn your home down. And here he is going to tell people all about these boxes when he is literally dangerous. How, you might ask? Okay. So he commented about how he wanted such a longer cord for this plug that went from they used to call them cigarette lighter ports, now I guess they're accessory ports or whatever, the old cigarette lighter plugs, right? And it comes with a cable, I don't know, looked maybe about 3 foot, and he was saying it's not long enough, he wants a longer cable. Well, that might sound all good and well. But the more you know. There's a reason that cable's short. And the reason the cable's short is because the wires are not thick. Now, I don't recommend trying to draw over about 6 amps out of a cigarette lighter / accessory port. 6 amps max, man. I'm telling you, unless it's something heavy duty you put in and you wired with one thick ass wire and you know what you're doing. No, don't ever go over 6 amps with one. You can burn up the outlet, you can burn up the plug. The reason why you don't want to add lengths of wire to it, because again, your wire's got to be thick enough to support that, because the more resistance you have, the hotter that wire is going to get during its charge process, as well as the connectors and everything else. You push it too much, and it's not hard to do with DC electric. You push it too much, and you're going to burn shit up. You go running some bullshit gauge wire. You go running even some standard hookup wire. You go running some standard 12-volt hookup wire, which is typically 12 gauge or so, 10 gauge, something like that, around 12 usually. Your typical hookup wire, 12-volt DC hookup wire. You go run a 10 gauge cable from the front of your vehicle to the back and install an accessory port and try running 8 to 10 amps through that. And tell me what happens. That is, after the fire department's gone. No, folks, don't do that. Why? Because not being educated in something can kill you. That's right. See, it's not what you know that kills you, it's what you don't know that kills you. I mean, he didn't know what an Anderson connector was. No clue. I got 10 amp, if I'm not mistaken. 10 amp Anderson connector, I believe. The little red and black one. Michael? You're not a bad dude, man. But we gotta stop. I mean, folks, you don't see me come on here and give you all kind of videos about shit that I am not versed in, do you? There's a reason for that. Again, it's not about what I want, it's about what's right or wrong. And it's wrong for me to come out here and just make a video on some kind of bullshit, just put up a video. It's really getting old.